Good day, everybody. Back in the car. It's Friday, actually, today. Friday morning. I happen to have the day off because of the federal holiday for what's it called? Reconciliation, Truth and Reconciliation holiday, with regards to what happened to Aboriginal peoples at the hands of the Catholic Church and the early Canadian government. I guess it's not that early. I guess they're saying that they suffered at the hands of the government, well into the 20th century. Either way, I got the day off, and while it sucks to get the day off because of some tragic shit that happened ages ago, I'm not going to complain about the day off. See, I work in a federally regulated industry, even though I don't work for the government, and federally regulated employees get the day off, so here we are. It almost makes me wish the government would abuse more people, and then maybe we could all get a holiday. Maybe there'll be a trucker holiday at some point for the abuse that was leveled at the truckers during the convoy, but I'm not holding my breath on that. Anyway, quick channel announcement. There will be no Casual AF live stream this weekend. This was the weekend. This was the Saturday coming up that we were supposed to do it over on Irving's channel, but he's got a wedding to go to, so there won't be any live stream there. I might live stream tomorrow night, just like a little, solo live stream. Maybe I'll play some games. I have no idea. Haven't decided that far yet. I do plan on playing some Airsoft this weekend. Maybe I'll attach a camera to my body and take some footage of that. We'll see how it turns out, but we'll see. I got my P90 all dolled up, ready to go for some CQB action. Anyway, that's not what I want to talk about on this video. I wanted to talk about something else. I wanted to talk about the hurricanes that are happening in North America, because it's hurricane season, and hurricane season has become this. It's basically Shark Week, only it lasts like 2 months or whatever. Anyway, the issue I have right now is with people saying that, particularly people on the left, the people who are drinking the climate change will destroy us all Kool-Aid, talking about how these hurricanes are more severe, these hurricanes are because of global warming, yada, yada, yada. No, this is a seasonal weather phenomena that happens every year. And if you look at the statistics, no, they are not becoming more severe. As a matter of fact, the number of Category 5 plus hurricanes and tropical storms that have hit landfall have dropped since the 1920s. They're not as severe as they were in the 1920s. So what does that tell you? We're burning less fossil fuels now or something? We got better catalytic converters. If hurricanes are caused by climate change, well then climate change must be solved, because there are fewer Category 5 plus. I want to say 5 plus, but maybe 6 plus, or maybe it's 4 plus. I don't know. There are fewer, more severe hurricanes hitting landfall since the 1920s. It's less. And people talk, well, yeah, but there's more damage being done in real dollars. And I'm like, yes, but that's because we've expanded where we build. So back in the 1920s, the suburbs weren't as big, cities weren't as big, and the size of buildings wasn't as big. So the actual property damage that's occurring, of course it's going to be more, because a hurricane of the same size is affecting more infrastructure, is affecting more areas. And people are, I saw a tweet where someone says, why didn't he do something about this? And they're talking about Ron DeSantis. What the hell is he supposed to do? Pray to the rain gods? Like, come on. Like, he should have done something about it. Done what? What is the guy supposed to do about the weather? Oh, that's right. See, people on the left, they believe that government is God and government can do anything. And that's why they have such this, they put so much power and faith in government to do things. It's except when they're the Satan party is in power, then the government is evil and government is only going to do harm and we have to stop it. Yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous. The thing also I don't understand about what in Florida, I mean, the place is hit, you know, it's both Gulf side and Atlantic side. And I'm looking at some of the footage, and I'm looking at these buildings, and I'm like, why don't they build these buildings like on pylons? Like when you've got a state where most of it, or a good chunk of it anyway, is below sea level, why don't they build their buildings up off the ground? I mean, they already don't put basements in buildings in Florida. Like my in-laws have a house in Florida, actually in an area was hit by the hurricane. Thankfully, they didn't have a lot of damage to their home. But why don't they build? They're built on ground level, right? So if there's a swell, they're getting flooded. And what I'm wondering is, like, you take a look at seaside, like people living on the beach, all their houses are like above, like they're sitting on pilings. Why don't they do that for the entire state? I mean, I guess it's not as easy to do, but I mean, would you rather have 6 feet of water, you know, sitting 3 feet below your doorstep, or be, you know, 9 feet underwater? Or I'm doing math wrong there, but anyway, or be 6 feet underwater, you know what I mean? It seems insane. It seems insane to me that they don't construct homes with the geography in mind. You know? I mean, when you build in an area that gets a lot of snowfall, you have to have a certain level of pitched roof. Otherwise, your roof will collapse. So why don't they build houses in places that are prone to hurricanes, prone to flooding? Why don't they build them on pilings? Like, if you're at sea level or below sea level, you know, the area that people build their homes, you should be building above sea level. You should be building 6-10 feet above where the water is likely to come in. Now, that might not save everybody, especially if you get giant swells that exceed 10 feet. But, I mean, it would make sense for those who live to try and mitigate as much flood damage as they can. Anyway, it just seems, it boggles the mind, you know, like, it's almost like this religious faith. You know how when there was like a tragedy, you get like Pat Robertson or whatever his name was on the 700 Club saying that, oh, the people in Haiti, you know, they brought this on themselves because they're evil or whatever. They don't worship God or whatever, right? Well, how is it any different than, you know, a climate change doomsayer saying, see, this is why this happened to Florida, because they ignore the science trademark. You know what I mean? Like, it boggles the mind. Like, I made a tweet saying, you know, if only Florida had instituted a carbon tax, you know, then their hurricane wouldn't have been as severe. You know, and then you got guys like Biden and other people saying it's time to get vaccinated because there's a hurricane hitting. What does one have to do with the other? Like, come on, I guess you could say, well, you're going to be out and you're going to be exposed to other people in emergency, you know, emergency gather places, you know, places of gathering, because of the storms and whatnot. You're going to be put on buses for evacuation, so you better be vaccinated. Well, it's kind of late at this point, right? If you got vaccinated the day before the hurricane came in, it wouldn't do anything for you at that point. And the more and more I'm reading about the vaccinations, the more I'm starting to believe that they're kind of jank anyway. All right, which one is open? This one's open. Okay. Anyway, I'm at the park now. I might do a live stream this weekend. I might not. That's all I wanted to talk about, though. The whole climate change, government worship, the religious, fundamental climate change doomsayer cult. I am going to sign off, and I'll talk to y'all later, okay? Take care. Bye-bye.